I can't do one end if you're doing the other end, can I?
Are we going to get on better?
No.
No, of course we're not.
All right, I give up, I give up, I give up, I give up.
Hey, but answer that phone and I'll chuck it out the bastard window.
The Oakland, a 2-star, 36-bedroom hotel in the town of South Woodham Ferrers, Essex. Home to the Dolbear family.
Bucket full of dirty water left in the corridor for someone to trip over and knock all over the floor. What the hell have we got ping pong balls doing in here?
What do you want me to put them up your arse?
Dad, Jeff and Mum Marilyn bought the struggling hotel 9 years ago, investing their life savings, hoping to provide a rosy future for their children, Andy and Shelley.
Andrew does the bar part of it.
Thanks, sausage.
Thanks, mate.
Shelley does the hotel part of it.
Good evening, the Oakland Hotel.
But for the Dolbears, running the Oakland has been far from happy families.
Andrew says Shelley don't do nothing, and Shelley says Andrew don't do nothing.
There's a lot of rivalry and jealousy.
You don't have to be jealous.
No, you always have been.
With everyone wanting the final word.
He's the boss, apparently.
I do basically run it.
OK.
He thinks he's in charge, and I'm in charge.
Jeff has used his 30 years' experience as a painter and decorator to get hands-on redesigning the hotel's decor. Even renaming the Oakland's very own nightclub.
JD's is named after my dad, Jeff Dolbear.
I think he likes to have a social standing.
Yeah.
The beauty of this place is you can drink as much as you want, and no matter where you live in Woodham, you can walk home. Or stagger home.
But it's Jeff's influence on the bedrooms that's caused the most conflict.
Dad does the decorating.
Nice and bright when you wake up in the morning. Nice orange wallpaper or yellow.
My dad likes bright and bold.
There's nothing wrong with green and yellow.
It's horrible.
It's summery.
When he says modernise a room, he painted it peach.
Truthful now, this is nice. It is nice, isn't it?
It's not exactly neutral, is it?
Hello.
Left over here, the owner.
Alex Polizzi. I hear you didn't want me.
I just think the hotel's doing all right.
And I hear you've got a nickname for me already.
What, Frosty Knickers?
I know, darling. First time I've ever been accused of that. So how do you think the business needs improving?
He's mainly the one in charge of it. I'll just own it. He's the one that runs it.
He's the boss, is he?
Well, not the boss. I get the final say, but
Obviously.
I try and let him run it. The area that they could improve on is trying to get people done of a weekend to stay in the hotel of a weekend. Because we have a disco on a Friday night and a live band on a Saturday night.
I would suggest it a long time ago.
Well, he suggested, yeah, but you don't do nothing about it.
Oh, Shelley's hotel.
She's no good suggestion about it.
There must be ways of putting it on.
You don't suggest it, you do it.
Lordy me.
With Jeff keen to prove he wears the trousers in the Oakland, Alex tackles him about his shortcomings as a designer.
Did you put that wallpaper up, darling?
What's wrong with the wallpaper on the walls?
Eye-popping. Glorious Technicolor.
There you go. Nothing wrong with it then.
If that's the kind of thing, then fine, yeah.
As long as the room's clean, all they really want is someone to put their head.
Well, actually...
So what's it matter about how it looks?
For the kind of person who is only interested in how much they're spending on a room, this is perfect. But if you want to increase your business, you have to have a wider appeal. And so you have to look at ways to achieve that. Now, in my bathroom, I don't have any way to wash my hair.
It's a jet wash bath. If you stick your head above the jet wash, you get in the jet wash.
Luckily, Andy has the solution to hand.
Thank you very much. I'll take this up to my room. See you in the morning for poached eggs on toast.
Fried breakfast or nothing, as far as he's concerned.
You have a chance to make the first impression within 30 seconds. What is your first impression of the hotel if you're arriving as a hotel guest?
Posters?
Posters. Some rather tatty outdoor furniture. Blackboards. All showing how cheap your liquor is, basically. The impression is that what you're really advertising is JD's, rather than the hotel. And personally, I would like to see all the nightclub stuff move slightly more that end, so that hotel entrance is exactly what it says.
Well, the general idea is the pub always needs pushing and getting people in and that, and the hotel should look after itself. but maybe it don't.
Hard
That's
work.
his attitude. That's his
I know,
attitude. Yeah, that's what I
darling,
get.
I know, but
If it was managed properly, it would.
Same with the bars. Hotels doing better than the bars.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
They're not.
Yes, it is.
The Oakland Hotel definitely has potential, but I'm worried the family never stop bickering enough to make it work.
I mean, we need a coat rack, but it shouldn't be there. So I don't know where that's going to go. I thought that for ages.
There's obviously a schism between father and son and the men and women in this family.
Well, you never said nothing.
Well, no, because I know that you I have said before, and you've said no.
Yes, dear.
The facade may be changing, but the signs aren't good for the Dolbyers' teamwork.
Get your pole out, will you? I can't do one end if you're doing the other end, can I?
Well, you know Alex says we should work better as a family. Well, how do you think we can improve things in that direction?
Just leave me alone, and I can get on with what I'm doing.
Oh, right, OK.
Alex has arranged for the family to visit the nearby 3-star Ivy Hill Hotel.
I'm going to literally give them an example of what I think a good deluxe premium room is like, what businessmen want, and hopefully they can at least copy it.
The rooms may be easy on the eye, but Jeff is finding the experience hard to swallow.
I think my rooms are on par with this, really. It's, when I decorated the rooms, you had no complaints at all.
It was 9 years ago.
Doesn't matter. Christ, 9 years is nothing. Shut up.
We don't work very well together at all.
No, I'd agree with that.
Service!
I like getting really annoyed. She hates that.
Beans? No beans, remember.
You said beans.
Beans contaminate the breakfast.
She does like to interfere at the most minute level of detail.
I want it to be perfect. I always put them straight, but nobody else does. Never.
Which can get quite annoying.
I think he's very stubborn and very argumentative.
What she means is I don't agree with her.
Where are the croissants?
We don't do croissants.
We do croissant.
The Macbeth's dysfunction isn't helped by financial pressures. High running costs and extensive ongoing renovations mean that since taking over the hotel, they've failed to make a single penny's profit.
We're always arguing about money, about what to spend money on. But my decision is now to sell our home and invest more money in here. You do not know much about the rooms, let's face it. You just don't know about the rooms.
No, I've only been here for 4 years. I have sort of learned over time to give up. I think that's the secret to being married, isn't it?
I've got a few ideas. We'll need a leaflet. We could say, come dine with us.
Don't agree with it, sorry. No,
Right? Pay what you think it's worth.
no I don't agree with
No,
that.
you don't agree with that.
I think that tourism at the moment is very value conscious, and so I think they are not being creative enough with the deals that they're offering, with the packages they're putting together. And I think that this would help enormously draw some people to their establishment.
1 week, we could do unlimited scones and unlimited tea and coffee for that week only.
One of the problems here is that they have something that's quite a good idea and then they take it to the nth degree, and so it becomes somewhat gimmicky.
The Harry Potter family adventure.
I want Ross and Jane to be completely singing from the same hymn sheet.
Don't think it would take too long to sort out a first course, a main course and a dessert.
No, I mean, it would take a few weeks, yeah.
Weeks?
I'd like to see them working together. I'd like to see them not squabbling.
It's not going to just suddenly, because you've written it down on a bit of paper, does not mean it's going to happen.
And also that they work out how to market themselves better.
Sparkling Saturdays, Thursday Thursdays, frothy Fridays.
Jane and Ross have struggled to agree on an enticing restaurant offer, so Alex has decided to galvanise them into action. She's asked them to come up with a £10 set lunch menu that they can flog on the streets of St Albans. They roped in Chef Norman and maitre d' Adam to help.
I think we need to talk about the garnishes going with the Tudor pies.
Well, there aren't any garnishes, they're options. Otherwise, you don't make any money, do you? This is what it's all about.
Well, I think we need a veg.
It's a fixed price menu for what, £10?
Yeah.
And we do the soup and we do the salmon fish cakes. That's about 10 quid there. So
Fish cake, everybody does fish cake. It's so boring.
Whenever they have to discuss something, they do it so badly. They obviously, sparks fly as soon as one or the other opens their mouths. So I don't know how any decisions ever get made here. I mean, it must be a long, drawn-out and bloody process.
I think we should have things like pearl barley or lentil in it because that's an older
Jane, you're
recipe.
confusing the whole point of the exercise.
Yeah, let's start with this one.
We're actually using the old name, but we're not using the old ingredients.
Well, I think we should.
So can we make it easier rather than more difficult?
Well, you're obviously going to get your own way with this, but I would like it to be traditional English.
Well, make a change, won't it?
Written in
I don't often get my own way, do I?
I need to find some mechanisms to help them manage their relationship at work. And I definitely think that defining some areas of responsibility would be a good start.
I just want you to change the name. Please change the name.
Okay,
so it's English.
what do you want to call it then?
Well, whatever's the most English expression.
Right, we'll look it up.
But is history destined to repeat itself at the White Hart as too many cooks begin to spoil the Tudor broth?
Did you look up croutons and see what that says? Well, obviously it's better to have an English description.
The English word is crouton.
Small piece.
Crouton, a small piece of sautéed or rebaked bread.
You don't want to say rebaked bread cubes. You want to say croutons.
Jane,
I give up. I give up.
I think we've lost this argument.
I give up.
She deals quite well with having all her grandiose ideas deflated, which is something I admire in her. I don't know how they managed to continue this working relationship.
Subject to a final adjustment on the layout, I think it's all right.
We have had a little bit of a disagreement about room 39.
Tara, I want the other things done first, please.
We had a meeting in which you agreed to this. I've got it scheduled. Don't do this.
No.
We had a meeting. You agreed.
I did not.
Yes,
I agreed
you said,
to
what
room
have you
6.
got? No, what have you got scheduled? I said, I've got room 31, room 14 I can hold off until next time. You keep on going back on me in these things. I cannot do
Tara,
this.
don't talk to
room
me like
31
that,
has been scheduled.
Tara, don't talk to me
Well,
like
then
that.
don't start telling me I can't do something that you've agreed to.
We're trying to raise the standard of the whole hotel. Well, I'm trying to raise the standard of the whole hotel. It's against a fight, but I'm willing to make that fight.
And then after that,
said
14.
after 6 I could have my things done that I thought were urgent.
You said you didn't want to do 39 at the previous meeting. I said to you, as soon as the season hits, there'll be no more refurbs. I said, this is the last one. Come on, have a look.
That's nothing to what's in some of our better rooms
All of
that
this
you've
stuff is
already
being done.
refurbished. Nothing. That is nothing.
Mrs. Howard needs to take into consideration that some of the things that Ruth has said, that there's certain things she needs to let me get on with. Because if there's too much interference, we just go around in circles and nothing gets done.
I feel that I haven't been interfering, as you call it, enough.
Ah, another delivery. Probably more friggin' mirrors. How many mirrors can a person want? It should be a mirror shop rather than a B&B.
Mike Peck is Rowena's long-suffering business partner.
I really hope it is the ones that I'd ordered for down here. It may not be a mirror.
It is a mirror, Rowena.
They're not mine. I don't remember ordering this.
He also happens to be Rowena's former lover.
She does have a habit of going out and buying things and just seeing mirrors and stuff like that and buying it.
Mike and Rowena share the running of the hotel, but the look of it is Rowena's department, and despite their financial strife, Mike struggles to rein his ex, Rowena, in.
Do you think I went online and just thought I need 2 more mirrors?
Mike doesn't have the passion I have for the hotel. What he thinks is important, I don't. We should do a budget. All the figures have to be real. They can't be wrong, because otherwise we might as well not bother.
I mean, you can cut costs if you want to cut costs, like Alex said. I mean, if you want to cut costs on the yogurts, we pay 68p.
No. Don't.
No, I'm just saying if you want
twist
to. No, I'm just saying
my
if you want
words,
to cut
Mike. I'm not talking about cutting costs by getting a cheaper brand. I'm talking about like for like. Okay? I don't want to go cheaper on the yogurts. No. There's always somebody cheaper than someone else, you know. So, but you can do all that because I don't like doing things like that.
My advice seems to have put the cat amongst the pigeons.
You know, I have enough to worry about. If you could take that off me, then I can concentrate on the other things, you know, and then I won't get so stressed either.
I think you will.
Ruth calls a general meeting for all the senior staff. Along with Keith and Val is their daughter Charlotte, who's the restaurant manager, and Nigel, who's Hanma's assistant manager and barman.
Get rid of the porter cabin.
Her first aim is to get a measure of Keith and Val's commitment to the hotel. They need to take clearly defined roles and go on a rota.
What I would like to suggest is if you define the job you're going to do and we rota it in for the days you want to do it, can you not commit 2 weeks ahead to saying, I can come in on Tuesday from lunchtime to close, I can come in on Thursday from breakfast to da-da-da, I'm not coming in on Friday at all. Could you not make that commitment?
No, I couldn't.
You really couldn't?
Well,
Why don't you
I'd
come
probably
in?
have dead dogs if I didn't, and I'd probably be wanted or put in jail by the RSPCA. And I do have a daughter who needs help occasionally, apart from my daughter here, and I do have another son. I have 3 children, and it's very difficult to be in 3 places, 4 places at once.
But what I'm saying
children
is...
are for life, like dogs.
Yeah, but your children are grown up. You're not at home
It
for
doesn't make any difference, Ruth.
Well, it should make a
It
difference.
doesn't.
But I'll be honest, the issue is you want to go home to have a break, to be with the dogs and cats and hedgehogs and all the other things you want to do, isn't it?
Well, they have to have some input.
Look, I'm not...
No,
I'm not getting at you.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's get them all shot, kids included.
Look, Valerie, listen. What we are saying is you want to do that. You want to have a break to go home to be with your animals.
Because what's the point of having animals if you're going to
The
ignore
animals
them?
was there before the business.
Exactly.
I'm not denying it. Tell Ruth the truth.
Incredibly, Val seems more concerned about her dogs than her business. Faced with such a negative attitude, Ruth comes up with a radical suggestion.
What would you say if I said, don't work in this business at all? Stay away from it.
I don't know.
I thought you would have said whoopee.
I think I'm better at it than you are. If your house was on the line, would you want to stay at home and let somebody else run your baby? No way.
Right, so your answer is you want to work here?
Yes.
Right, I think that's absolutely fine and that's right, and I'm very pleased that as a proprietor you want to work here, and I think that's how it should be. But what I would like you to consider doing is a proper job. Not an overview of everybody and everything, not an interference in everyone's departments, not a kind of, I'll be here some days, not theirs, whatever. I want you back in the business, right? Both with the customers and with the staff.
The Welcome Traveller Inn, run by former Newport fish and chip shop owners, the Partridge family. Jeff and Babs bought the 8-bedroom pub and B&B, striving for a better life for themselves and their daughters, Sarah and Kirsty, in the peaceful Pembrokeshire countryside.
It was the dream to come down to West Wales, really was.
We just always wanted to come down here to live. We just decided, right, we're going to go for it. And we did.
But 7 years on, the dream has soured. And in the hills of West Wales, the peace has been shattered.
Pack it in, you psycho. Get down.
Nobody gets on.
If you want me to go, any more jobs here? If you want me to go, I'll go.
Pitiful occupancy rates, rising debts, and poor reviews have left the close-knit Partridge family at each other's throats.
Well, you won't be down here doing Sweet FA all
I
afternoon.
haven't been doing Sweet FA at all.
My sister and my dad are the worst because they both think that they're both right.
Shut your mouth. I live them to pieces, but we clash.
Dad Jeff handles all things culinary.
Watch my lips. There is no nuggets.
Have you looked in the other freezer?
There is no nuggets.
Have you looked in the other freezer?
Mum Babs does the books and charms the guests.
Yep. My mum got one of them faces which, if you don't know her, you think, oh my God, I'm going to drink my drink up and I'm going. Yep.
Younger daughter Kirsty helps with the bar and bedrooms.
Oh, she thinks she's a footballer's wife. When I went to Egypt, they had all these nice big swans with the towels.
And her older sister Sarah, who dreams of taking the business over, does a little bit of everything.
Do you need a hand with your luggage? Do you want me to grab anything for you?
I definitely want to be part of this business for the rest of my life. I've never felt at home anywhere else. This is where I belong.
Now Alex wants to test the Partridge's food offering, the mainstay of many a rural pub.
The menu's enormous, especially for a not very busy restaurant. And I'm wondering, if it was busy, how on earth Jeff would cope in the kitchen on his own. So I'm going to test him a bit, and I'm going to order quite a few different dishes from the menu and see whether his ambitions and his ability match up.
Okay, Dad, we got an order here. Any problems, give me a shout.
Dad, you've got a lot, yeah.
She's testing me.
It's got a lot to eat.
Shit, don't go flapping. Shit.
Got bread.
An egg. What's this?
What?
Where's this omelette going with?
40 minutes in, there's no sign of any food.
On you.
No, on you. I got it down by you. It hasn't come out fast enough.
Whose fault's that then? Whose fault is that?
Yours, Dad.
And I waited over an hour for my dinner.
Oh shit, I forgot the lasagna.
By the time Alex's meals are finally dished up, the Partridges are in meltdown.
Is this all you've done, is that?
Yeah, what do you want more, do you?
Oh, well, that looks epoxy as shit, doesn't it?
It's okay for you standing by there giving your chops.
Yeah,
it's
but
easy.
no, you're the one that's got to sort this side out.
Oh,
of
yes,
it.
thank you very much. And you're supposed to be helping me, not taking the piss.
I don't take a piss, I have been helping you. You should have had it all out in the beginning, so you should know, because you should have been cooking it, shouldn't you?
You shouldn't have been going by there.
No.
That's no.
So is it a chicken or what?
Yes, it's a chicken. You know it's a chicken. Exactly the same.
Hey, but answer that phone or I'll chuck it out the bastard window. Oh, bollocks.
Plain potatoes, garlic bread.
Thanks. So the food's taken about an hour and a quarter to get to the table. Very nice, but it just shows that one man, or a man and his daughter, cannot cook this number of dishes on a menu. They need to keep it small and they need to keep it more manageable.
Here we are, Alex.
Thank
Something
you.
I forgot, I'm awful sorry. We've been fighting down there.
I can hear, I
You
could
can?
hear. I'm sure that all the young farmers enjoyed it too. You throw in a bit of entertainment, do you, with the dinner?
It's all far from the warm Welsh welcome this traveller was expecting.